conference has just got off to a great beginning. The session was called the Radio Summit. It had 4 influential radio people from throughout Europe, and they were all women, and 2 of them are here. Cilla, you were talking about the licence fee, and Swedish Radio, you've just got a new licence fee. That's very good news for you, isn't it?
It's excellent news for us. It keeps us very close to the audience and very far from the politicians, which are good.
And Jacqueline, I was really interested in what you had to say about the difference between working in radio in Holland and your previous job, which was Microsoft. What made you move from, the digital future to radio, which some people think of as a bit of a backwater?
Yeah, well, that's a question often asked, but actually technology and media is a pair, right? Everything is decided now by how technology works, so all the media platforms are based on technology, so it was actually a very obvious move.
You were saying that we don't have enough data in radio.
Yeah.
Do you think that's our biggest problem?
Yeah, and with data I mean insights, not just quantitative numbers on listening behavior, but real insights, what radio, for example, means to people and what behavior drives what. So when do they go digital, when do they go on radio analog? That's the kind of data I mean, and I miss it. I can't find it. Maybe someone can help me.
I'm sure there'll be somebody watching this who can. So I'm really interested in this whole business of adapting analog to digital. That's your job. It's everybody's job in modern radio, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's really a change of mindset, both for the staff and for the audience, I guess, because we are not like the newspapers. We still have a core business that is up there and thriving and doing fairly well, or extremely well, actually. And then, of course, it's a tougher time to get people to understand why they should move forward. But I'm quite convinced that if we don't move forward, we're going to be left behind, because there is such a huge competition in the digital world, and if we don't place radio there on top of it, then people will choose something else, and then we will have a whole generation that doesn't really even know that radio exists. So this is a balance, because we are still doing extremely well in our traditional old radio receivers, but we still also have to make a really big jump into the digital world. I'm quite convinced.
I mentioned that this first session had 4 senior women on the panel. You've been coming to this conference for a few years. Not very long ago, it might have been you and 3 suits.
Well, yeah, this is an improvement, isn't it? But quite frankly, I think knowledge is more of a value than sex.
Jacqueline, Cilla, thank you very much indeed.